because my headphones are a little finicky. So I need to just make sure that everything sounds alright really quick before I begin. Alright, hold on, you're gonna hear me. Alright, hold on, you're gonna hear me. Okay. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't let you edit videos after posting anymore like they used to. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna edit this in the future, but I'm doing a live stream because this is the easiest way for me to do this at the moment. I just ate, so excuse me if there's any noises. And also I'm a little sick, so my voice is a little like this. But I will try to mute if I have to cough or blow my nose or anything, of course. So this is Minecraft. This is Bedrock Edition. This is for the console. You can play Bedrock Edition on the PC, but a lot of people play Java on the PC because that's the original, and the original Java lets you manipulate the files more to add more mods and do a lot more things. So a lot of people prefer Java, but if you are casual and you're playing casually, Bedrock is completely fine. Bedrock is also great for if you don't want to do all the modding yourself, because there is this store where it you can add add-ons from other players. Right now it's advertising this. There's so many mods that you could add, and it can get a little overwhelming. I usually just stick to what is most useful for me. I'm not worried about too much of the extra stuff, besides what's like convenient. So I need a sip of tea. Okay, so I have realms. I have the 30-day trial at the moment. Usually you would just see the worlds, and all that. But I'm subscribed to realms, so I have some realms. I have 3 realms that I can play. You can see that there's only 10 people that can be on the realm at once. People can play without the host. I would be the host. Now, servers are a little bit different. They're a little bit more complicated, but just like the difference between Java and Bedrock, you know, like this would be Bedrock, like it has a certain set amount of something, pardon me, where there's a lot more options. There's a lot more people that could be on here. I have not played on any of these servers. They all have their own rules, their own like, it's kind of like a Discord server. They have their own like rules and their reasons for being, and it looks like there's some games like this prop hunt and stuff that could be fun to play with other people, kind of like a Roblox thing. You can join an existing realm, which would have to be like a friend. Let's see. I don't want to play on this one. I'm still getting used to the menu a little bit, so I pressed the wrong thing. Because there's a way to, like, there's a way to, like, edit and get to things, and I pressed the wrong thing, and now we're gonna be sitting here for a moment. Hi, how are you doing? How are things? Alright, so I guess I'll just show you around a little bit in here. It's a bed, very important. Doggies, I train them. This is my first house. It's night right now. I'm in peaceful mode because I'm trying to get the stuff built and everything. I just got materials ready. This is from a mod that I decided I didn't want anymore with trees, because the trees didn't work how I wanted it to. Okay, so inventory, all this, I will go through this later, but that's how you get out of your world. Okay. Options. Sorry that it's taking me a moment to realize where to go to. There we go, realm settings. It's a little weird. I don't know what this is. Why is that there? Anyway. Activate world. I'm supposed to have 3 slots. I don't know what the other things are. Let's see. Difficulty easy. So you have survival, creative, adventure. Oh my god. I like to show coordinates. There's a whole bunch of these options. Excuse me. And you can edit them later. If you're playing on somebody else's, excuse me, realm, you probably won't be able to change into peaceful or not. And then I'll probably try to put a timestamp at the beginning of this, so. Alright, generated into a new world. This is a map. I didn't get that when I started my other one. So, I'm using a controller. I'm on the PlayStation. I use the R1, R2 to go through the it's weird when I press L2 it just keeps looking up. Alright, so I'm a little distractible, so sorry, but so the first thing you want to do when you get into a world immediately is get a couple logs, or a few logs. I'll get 3 for now. And then you'll see on the side that there is the crafting options here. Using the D-pad is easier with this controller. You notice how if I put it like this, I can't get the material that I need. But if I have it in one space, I can. And then I can press triangle. Depending on what you're playing on, it will be a different button. But 4 planks of any type of wood gets you a crafting table. And after the crafting table, you're gonna want sticks. And you'll notice if I go to tools and equipment, I can click this and it's not showing anything. That's because I can't make anything without a crafting table, which gives you more items. I haven't unlocked more in my recipe book. That's why it's not showing a ton of things right now. But to make things simpler, I'm so glad they did this, because you used to have to remember everything like 10 years ago. But you want to get an axe and a pickaxe to start off with. Now, it's gonna get night really quickly. So what I'm gonna do is just dig into the world. And that will give me like a little hidey hole if I need to run there. But for the moment, you can look around and just see if there's any caves. The music I heard just really confused me because I thought it was in the game. And yeah, the trees will just float here if you don't get them all. This is a tutorial, so I'm not gonna worry too much about getting them. But I'd say about get 10 blocks. You can just farm a whole bunch of wood to start with. And then at night, what I usually do is I dig for coal and other stuff. But I'm going to be looking for a cave. If I don't find one, we'll make one. Usually caves are easy. You can go in the water. Water can sometimes be dangerous depending on if anything is spawned. There's a cave in there. Now spawn means that, like, say these fish, if they're not here 1 second and then they're here another second, they have spawned into the game. Okay, so you can swim underneath, but you'll notice there's bubbles, and if I run out of the bubbles, I will drown. So you gotta be mindful of that. Sorry it's taking a while for me to find a cave. Usually I just dig. But there are zombies that that can be in the water called drowned. Here's some weird noises. Alright. So there's a cave entrance over here, but I couldn't see it because it was in the dirt. But right now we found iron, which is very good. But I cannot mine the iron with a wooden pickaxe. So I need to put down my crafting table, get some more wood, get some more sticks, and then make a stone pickaxe. Now sometimes in the beginning of the game it's hard to find iron, but that's this right here. This is copper. You can't make any tools out of it. Oh, almost made a huge mistake there. Whenever you find a mineral, or an ore rather it's called, whenever you find an ore, usually digging around a little bit where you found it will show you if there's another branch of that, because you can have clumps of yep, see, if I didn't dig around I wouldn't have seen this. You have clumps of ore that spawn. I don't even want to like get the copper right now because it's just going to be in my inventory and it's just for building. So I'm a type of player where I hoard things. Let's see, I could make a boat. If I can remember how. Just need planks, which is useful. Always pick up your crafting table. I always travel with a crafting table. I believe it's like left click and right click to interact with items, so it's been such a long time since I played on the PC, just because I haven't had a PC. Alright, so this is neat. This is a portal. It's broken. Well, it's another portal. There are flint and steel because when this obsidian is a 2x3 and or bigger, you can hit it with the flint and steel to cause fire, and then it lights up the portal. But I don't have a diamond pickaxe, so I cannot do anything about that right now. Did I get my boat? Ouch. Oh yeah, so you can get hurt from lava. If you fall in there and don't leave, you'll die. That's the drowned right there. Just trying to find anything. There's a squid over there. The squid don't hurt you. Okay, this is coal. Coal is very important to the beginning of the game. It's very important all the time. You can mine it with wood. And now it's gonna be dark, so it's gonna be dangerous. So I usually dig myself into a hole and wait it out, but that's kind of boring. So there's zombies over there. I think that... is that just a regular villager? No, that's a zombie villager. Ouch. That's a spider. So you can be spoiled for choice on where to go. I didn't get any, spruce saplings. Sorry, I'm forgetting words. I want to get some spruce saplings because it's not as common of a tree. But here we have oak trees, are the normal everyday trees. And then we have birch. There's a skeleton. I hate skeletons. They have bows. Excuse me. And the bows can shoot you from a range, and they shoot you when they shoot you, it stuns you a little bit and knocks you back a little bit. So it can be hard to evade their shots. That's the classic creeper. Could probably handle these guys. There we go. You get close enough, the creepers explode. I think I have a certain amount of latency to where the zombies hit me before it feels like they should be able to, which I think is cheap. If you are in the forest at night, it's hard to see all the mobs and where they are. Ouchie. And you notice how I'm not healing. That's what food is for. So I will have to eventually kill some cows or sheep or something. If your food bar is full, you start healing. And I noticed somebody commented. I'm sorry that I'm not gonna be responding to comments right now because I'm filming kind of like a tutorial thingy. Here's a skeleton. I'll likely die if he comes over here. Because I have no armor or anything. Okay, so the first thing I do when I'm able is I just seal myself off. 2 iron, I need 3 to make a pickaxe. But yeah, rather than wandering around in the dangers of the night, I just kinda mine a little bit. Sometimes you get lucky and find a cave. This is what's called strip mining. when you're just going through one big line. Hoping I can find a more iron, but if you can see the position on the top left, I'm on level 64, which isn't a good level for finding a lot of iron. That's more advanced to where what levels have the iron, and I'm not very good at remembering all the levels. They change sometimes too. Okay, so a furnace is with 8 cobblestone in a circle, and you can pop that down. So you put the iron on the top, the coal on the bottom, or you could put wood on the bottom. So let's say I didn't want this pickaxe anymore, if I needed any more fuel. So yeah, first day you want to get food, you want to get coal, and you want to get a shelter somewhere. Where's the creepers in my boat? Okay. See, I'd rather fight a creeper than a skeleton. And it survived. Nice. So, people use boats a lot of the times to, trap mobs for fighting them. As you see, they, enter the boats pretty often. Pretty easily. Torches are very important because they prevent spawning in a certain amount of space. So if you are in a small cave and you don't want things spawning, you want to put torches up. In a gigantic cave, it's kind of impossible to make it so nothing spawns without a lot of torches. So if you can, look for like smaller caves. You want to be very brave. Like I said earlier, I wanted to get some saplings. So let's hit these leaves. Okay, here's a sheep. Sheep are very important. Instead of making anything else, I'm gonna make these shears. And we only got 2. I want to get him in the grass. As soon as he eats some grass, I can make some more wool. Eat the grass. Eat the grass. You can kill them for meat, but it's easier to just... Sometimes it's immediate. Did I get any saplings yet? Okay, got 1. Do I have any grass seeds? Oh! So if you hit things with the shears, like leaves, you get that block. But if you hit it with anything else... I'm trying to get seeds. I can't remember if I can feed sheep seeds. He doesn't want to eat any grass, so I'm gonna look for another sheep. Because that's gonna make it so much more easy. A lot of times what you want to do is find a village to get like a bed or something. This is a pig? Alright. Sorry, pig. Food source. There we go. Oh, no! Press the wrong button. Alright, so immediately I want to make a bed as soon as possible. So next time it is night. We could sleep. And I kind of want to have 2 beds because I like to have one in my pocket while I'm traveling, in case I need it to make it daytime. But also, if you have a bed, that's where you spawn if you die. The rain's getting very loud right now. Hopefully you can hear me over it. Give me one moment. Okay, I'm just checking the comments because, somebody's talking. Sorry that I missed the settlement. But I wanted to make sure I got that sheep. So somebody saw a village at some point. Yes, I'm just punching the pig. Hey, another sheep. I don't think I need any more wool. I think I'm good. I'm trying to run. Can I not run? Villages are pretty common, so I'm sure I'll find another one. Now this is a spot that I would be tempted to build in. This flat area right here. Ooh, what is going on? Just seeing if there was a dolphin because I just got like moved. This is gonna be annoying. I need to make a wrong tool. Let's see. I just spaced out and I forgot. No, I have plenty of that. What am I looking for? I kind of miss playing on the PC because it makes things so much easier. Because having to do, like, arrow over for everything. This can work, but it's not very accurate. Is that? No. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get a little bit more coal. And like I said, like this would be a great spot for building. Is that a little deer? No, it's a little pig. Some foxes, that's cute. It's almost easier to sail around than it is to, walk around. Really need to get some food. You can make glass out of sand, by the way. You just put it in the furnace. Let me think about any more essentials you might need to know. It's a pumpkin. I don't think I can eat a pumpkin raw. Those are wolves. You can train them with bones you get from defeating skeletons. Can't sleep until it's night. And we'll get into building soon. I just need to find some essentials. Okay. Looking for a village so I can get some food. Easily. Because I can farm and everything, but I want to make this easier for people who are newer. What I usually do is I hunker down in one spot and I build, and then I go searching, but I want to show people more since I'm trying, like, I'm making this video to share with some people to show like the basics of Minecraft so they can get ready to play. I just heard a dolphin. A dolphin lets you know if there's anything neat in the water. Sometimes there's shipwrecks. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to just start building. And then there's a nice flat spot. Okay, so your primary button, you hit the log. If you want to peel the bark, you hit the other button. Your alternate button. So, easiest way to build is to pick one type of wood. You can get a lot of it. And having the appropriate tool for the job helps, because you can use a pickaxe, but it takes forever. Use an actual axe. Obviously does the job a little better. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna convert all of the wood into planks to make it simple. And who doesn't like a plywood floor? Just gonna do a simple 5x5. On the computer, if you press shift, you won't fall off. On PlayStation that I'm playing on, circle. And you hang off the edge. Create your roof. Now I always put a light source on the top of my build, because spiders can spawn. And this is why I made it 5x5. Now you don't need the ones on the side. Just the two in the front and the back should be good. Little roof. This is gonna be a small, cozy little shack. Oops. You need it to be at least 1 by 2 so you can fit through it. You need a bed. Crafting table. Where's my axe? A lot of the times I put my crafting table in the floor. And you can put your furnace up there if you want. No, it's not the prettiest. Simple wood shovel will be fine. I like these leaves on the ground because they're very good for burning things. I like to use the coal from in the beginning to use for torches, so using leaves is a great way to burn things. Oh crud. Alright. He's got a trident, so he can shoot it at me. That's just worthy to note. You can build a door with 6 wood. You have 3 planks. Can make a slab. Make a little step so you don't have to jump. And then should have enough for glass panes. And then I will be able to see outside. And then we have like a little starter house. Another important thing to have is a chest. Can make that with 8 wood. And let's say I wanted to put it over this, but I can't. I can crouch. Not that I'm gonna do that. But if you ever want to put something on top, actually, if I move this over here and I want to like decorate it by putting something on top of it, like this pumpkin, for example, you crouch. Doesn't look the best because it's a solid block, but it's hard to tell it was even nighttime. Alright, I just set my spawn and can throw a bunch of my junk in here. A lot of the times I just throw everything in and then I pick back out what I'm going to need. I don't think I'm gonna need the shears. I'm gonna bring my bed, coal, wood. Usually I like to stick to one type of wood, but since I'm gonna be making sticks out of it, it's gonna be pretty quick. I do like to have a bit of cobblestone in case I need to use it for climbing, in the boat. There you go. So I can remember my coordinates. Oh yeah, I probably want the map. I don't use it a lot. But my coordinates, I could write that down for myself. If I wanted to, I could take a screenshot. But, if you're a new player, it's probably pretty important to write down coordinates. So I'm at negative 601, 64, 1210. So if I jump, you notice how that goes from 64 to 65. If I go down here, it goes to 63. So if I jump, I'm up one more block. So that's your vertical axis. If I go forward and backward, that is the first coordinate. So this is the z-axis. The x and y, I don't remember which is first. I think the first one's x, and then this one's y. So you see the numbers change. Okay, yeah, it's X, Y, and then Z. Y is for height. Okay. For some reason I'm used to Z axis being up and down for other things, but I guess that is. And for the person commenting on my stream, I've been playing Minecraft for at least 15 years. So I appreciate your input on things to do, and that'll be helpful for people who are learning. I'm just not covering everything that I'm not doing at this moment. You do need to keep an eye on being able to eat. The reason why I'm not eating right now is I have confidence that I will find someplace with food before I'm attacked by anything. I have not cooked my pork chops yet, so I'm not eating them yet. I don't want to waste my coal by immediately cooking it without getting more resources. But normally, if you are playing and you're new, cook your food as soon as possible. Those are more pumpkins. That's a horse. Let's see. Another thing I could have done is brought my furnace with me. But I'll leave it. And just have a travel furnace here. I was hoping to find more pigs here. But yeah, I should eat, because I can get like one shot from a skeleton. Or two shot, but you know. You can breed cows with wheat. Here we go. It took me forever to get seeds, and usually they're very easy. Sorry, cow. And while that still has heat in it, I'm very, like, self-conscious about wasting coal. It's kind of silly, but alright, I do have I forgot what I was gonna say. Do have a good amount of food now, I think. But yeah, so the more hurt you get, the more food you need, and then you can't heal without eating. Sometimes you'll find witches, which I hate that they randomly spawn. I liked when it was like you found a witch hut and then you were faced with one. That was like 10 years or so ago, since they changed that, I think. But it's been a while. But I hate how they randomly spawn, because you could be a new player and a witch can hit you with one bottle and it will just take you out. You'll be down to one heart, and then if anything attacks you, you're dead. Just not fun. Here's a little... I didn't find anything here, did I? Nope, nothing. Wait. Nope, nothing. I get so nervous about water. Oh, I've got a shovel. That's another thing I don't like about being on console as opposed to PC is on the PC you can press like 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, to get to your items, but here I gotta like gotta mash buttons, and then I press like, when you're in your inventory you use the D-pad, but if you do that not in your inventory, that, yeah. You know, I really wanted to be a lot more concise with my tutorial, like, but I hope this is helping the group of people that I am making this for. Okay, so just use some leaves. Also, it doesn't help that I'm ADHD, so like I can either zero in on what I want to do, or my mind goes in 12 different places and I lose track of what I'm doing. Whoa. You hear that? And you hear how it changed? There's a cave in here, my friend. Ah! It's gotta be a water cave. That was just where I found earlier. Dang it! Got me excited over nothing. Do the sounds change, like, if it's a different type of cave? Because that's not the normal, like, meow sound that you hear. It's like, that was a wild noise. I don't think I've ever heard that. I've been playing since before cows. Since before creepers, even. And they change things all the time. It's hard to keep updated. I'm also a casual player, so... It's amazing how I could play since alpha, and there's like so much that I don't know. I don't know why this person is getting so nervous for me. Well, I was on very low hearts for a while, but I knew my environment and surroundings. Okay. So... Oh, I guess I didn't finish these. I'm not gonna wait around for the trader. I'm not gonna use the trader. I don't have any yellow emeralds. But traders are very good for if you have emeralds from like a settlement or something. Or like in my other playthrough, you could like sell buckets of water, but that's a lot of iron. I'm not gonna rely on the trader right now. I'm not gonna just hang out here. But this meadow is a very great meadow for building. Like, it's really flat. It's amazing. So I have my coordinates written down. If I continue to play this seed, I have some mods and stuff that I like to play. I like to play with this one mod that I can just like set different homes, because I wander around a lot. I want to find a cave that's not in the water though. Like, if I get stuck in the water and there is a skeleton shooting at me, it's a pain. And then if... So... I'll be able to teleport back here later. When I have mods and stuff. But for the sake of the tutorial video stream, let's try to find... I really like this firefly grass. It's new. I thought it was like a part of a pack that I got or something. It's new for me. I am stuck. There we go. I'm not waiting for the trader. I'm sorry. I'm not headed back yet. You can play Minecraft in many ways. You can play it safe, or you can play it risky. I've been a safe player for a very long time. but when it comes to streams, if I'm showing people stuff, I want to explore and not be holed up in one area. It's very fun to just like see what's out there. I'm in a tree. Alright. So we found a cave, which is probably going to make this person watching very nervous. Because I don't even have a sword. But it's okay. Trust me. I got hurt from the little, like, spine thingy. I might be a little all over the place, but I know what I'm doing. Alright, I'm gonna make 2 picks, just in case. And some people might want to smelt the iron as soon as possible, which would be a very smart way to do it. Did I leave my axe? Or did it break already? Alright. So a lot of times I like to set up my hotbar in a particular way. I always put my torches on the end here. I put my sword in the front, pickaxe, and then my axe. So that way I can rotate through it quickly. Excuse me. Oh yeah, so like I was talking earlier, this is like a smaller cave where if I put... There's a little... Okay. Just gotta be mindful of skeletons. I hate how they could hit me before they're supposed to be able to hit me. So I'm just spamming a little bit. Alright, so if I put torches here, they might be able to spawn here, so I'll just stagger these a little bit. There's certain light levels where they're able to spawn. I don't know the exact numbers. Sometimes they change them. I hear a skeleton. Okay. I should be fine. They're not like super intelligent. You can just put walls in front. Obviously, it's a lot easier to attack things with a sword, an iron sword. But they're all stuck in the dripstone right now. So I only see a creeper here. Creepers are easy. Once you see them, you just gotta back away before they explode. I see a skeleton coming for me. So I'm going to be risky with it. Since there's only one, I'll take a couple hits, okay. It's okay, I can take a couple hits. I'm sorry, this is probably making you very nervous. Like I said, I know what I'm doing. Okay, there's a couple... Oh, stupid. I got hurt from that little spine there. Yeah. I'm calling it a spine, but it's like a stalagmite. Can you not hit me before you can even reach me? Fall in there. There you go. You coming, buddy? Are you coming? No, there you are. Thought I heard you. Now, I'm just being mindful of the area behind me. He blew up before I thought he would. But I usually just back up. I hate these things. So what I keep hurting myself on, besides like the creepers blowing up before they're supposed to. Just latency lag and everything. But if you're mindful of where you're going and you're mindful of your environment, you can just back away from the mobs as they're trying to attack you. You don't have to be like completely scared of them. You just don't want to be overwhelmed by them. And as you can see, it's nighttime. I can just pop down a bed and sleep. And that way things won't spawn above the ground. And just, I could put a torch in there, or I can just fill it in. Alright. And like this dark spot here, gotta be mindful of this, because something could spawn here. So this is like a kind of a smaller cave. Some caves it's just so hard to put enough torches to where nothing spawns. So just always be mindful that on your way back there can be things. I have 13 iron. Now this is getting to be kind of dangerous. But there's a lot of iron here. And as long as I tread carefully, nope, I'm gonna bounce. Okay. Let's wait for him. Sneak attack. Oh, come on. Alright. Keeping an eye on my hearts and my health. It's not too bad to go up against them one by one. I'm getting greedy though, because I want that iron so that way I can make a full... I know I can make a shield right now. I'm probably being a very bad example. See, he should not be able to hit me yet. This does not mean that I'm totally safe. but it's giving me a buffer. So I need to be mindful. They can't go over blocks that are too high. Like 2 blocks high. He's just chilling there. Alright, Alright, so main goal at this point right now is to get enough iron to make a shield, a sword, and some armor. I have 18, so that's a good amount. Ooh, I found some more. This is perfect. I hate how I need to just get rid of that, just throw it. Alright, so... need sticks. I'm only gonna make one pickaxe because I'm going to have enough for an iron pickaxe once this is done. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sorry, my intuition's like, you gotta dig around a little bit more. A lot of times, see, my intuition was like, there's more iron. Ores spawn diagonally, adjacent next to each other. Adjacent means next to, but actually, we can just stay in this hole right here, and yeah, somebody probably got mad at me for burning my bow, but I'm not very good at shooting bows and I have no arrows anyway. But I like to get rid of my wooden weapons or my wooden stuff. Yeah, so that was my pickaxe. I like to just get rid of that. I don't know why I have 2 different things of coal. So now I can just relax here. Listen, H4M, if you're stressing yourself out watching me, I know what I'm doing. I am 35 years old. I've been playing this game since alpha, since before the farms even started. Yes, I have seeds. Yes, I have stuff that I can be doing. Everyone plays Minecraft in their own way. As you see, right here, what I'm looking for is iron. So that way I can have a sword, and I can have a shield, and I can have iron weapons. And as you see, I did not die. Yes, I have seeds, but I have enough meat to feed myself, to keep my health good. I do have a cold. My voice is a little rough because of that. But I didn't need to make a sword and stuff, because a pickaxe works just fine. Like, I know how to work the mobs to where they don't kill me. But I do appreciate it. but there's more than one way to do things. I don't need this dripstone. But yeah, most of all Minecraft, of all games, people play how they play, and sometimes it irritates other people, but I want to show the new players that I'm teaching that it doesn't matter that much the order of things you do things. But you have certain goals that you want to reach, of course. You want a shelter, but you're not bound by that shelter alone. You can still move around the map. The more you explore, the more fun you have and the more things you find. So I'm gonna make a sword finally. I know it's probably driving you insane. But as you can see, I'm gonna put that here. I'm going to make sure I also have a iron pickaxe, because the next thing I'm gonna be trying to do is find some diamonds. And I do keep the stone pickaxe for like coal and basic stuff. But yeah, sometimes going a little bit into a cave just to find enough iron, you gotta play it a little risky. I'd be careful of all the dripstones. Like, I almost stepped on all of them. I appreciate your sorry, I just had an ADHD squirrel moment. I thought about something completely different. Appreciate your concern with my cold. I have a lot of medicine. I'm drinking tea. Actually, something more than a cold, but I'm taken care of. I've seen a doctor. It's okay. I know what's going on with my body. Let's see. It's bugging me to have meat that's not cooked here, so let's take care of that. And then I'll make up the torches. I'm aware that my cave thing is open there, but I'm using my ears to make sure that I don't hear any mobs, and also everything's lit up pretty good, so that should be fine. I don't need these things. I'll come back for the seeds. You technically can make the Like I can make a leather hat if I wanted to go out and kill more cows. But I'm gonna make 2 shields because they break pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm not gonna need, excuse me, that. I always keep wood on you. I'm gonna make some of this into sticks. And the reason for that is to make torches. How did I make 4? Oops. That is what it is. I keep iron on me in case I need to make a, in case I need to make anything on the fly. Technically, I don't need the furnaces, but I'll just keep them. And what you want to do is equip your shield. I could make some boots, but I don't have any more iron, and I might need it. So, what I can do here is write down this position. These coordinates. In case I get super lost so I can find my stuff. And if you are a new player, I do recommend that. It is also nighttime outside. So just for the sake of things not getting more complicated by spawning on the surface. Now, since I didn't sleep as soon as the, what is a chicken? Since I didn't sleep as soon as the sun went down, things did spawn on the surface. The sun does burn them up, but in the woods, if there are shadows, they can still linger, which is why it's good to try to sleep just as the sun's going down when you're adventuring. Also, you don't need to go after every little ore you see. If you see like coal that's hard to get to, don't even worry about it. You'll find more coal. But this has been pretty good cavern so far. I do want to get up here to make it as safe as possible. Coming back. You want to crouch to be able to use your shield. I just got lazy. Oh, there's a lot more space up here than I thought. Okay. Always look up. Are there more? I could just sit here and let it, my timing's not the best. But you can time it to where, you can hit them between. Where are you? You weren't there a second ago. It's nice to have your food On your hotbar. Those were skeletons. I don't like skeletons. I used to never play with a shield, can you imagine? Oh my gosh. More, yes. Yeah, so you can see that there's a lot of things that spawn together, and you can have huge clusters. So if you're ever going into like a bigger area that's dark, be very aware that you can be swarmed. Keep an eye out. You can't keep an eye out on all directions, but you can do like a quick sweep. Like you can have your sensitivity lighter. I was hoping that he'd explode before he got to me. Okay, so I can't back up anymore, so I use my shield. And then I don't get damaged. It's hard to imagine that I used to play Minecraft with no shield. I don't like how it gets in the way of what I can see, but I am used to Minecraft before shields existed. So yeah, and then you know, things just change over time. But get more coal. Very important when going into caves to be patient. You can blaze through it and run around when you get a little bit more confident. A lot of players zip around pretty confidently. Why did I... My controller does have a little bit of drift to it. My controller is a little old. And you can see the difference when you're mining with iron as opposed to stone with how fast it is. A lot of players, if there's a hole, they put a torch in there so things don't spawn in, and they cover it up, or they just put a torch there. But as you see, torches are used quite often, and they get used up pretty quickly. So you always want to have coal and wood. Very important. I'm just gonna make a full stack here. I don't like things spawning behind me, but with how these cave systems are nowadays, it's kind of hard to cover every base. So it's best to just be mindful of the places where things can spawn. Well, this cave, you can actually access this upper level pretty easily. I have to remember which direction to go. See, they should not have been able to get me. But that just is how it is, I suppose. I do that, if anything spawns there, it won't be able to get out anyway. Although it's lit up now, so nothing will spawn there. I'm gonna continue using my stone pickaxe because I don't have enough iron at this moment to continue making more. I think I can make one more pickaxe. But I'm a little stingy with my materials in the beginning. Alright, so technically something can spawn there. It's a whole bunch of torches. Can press shift to get the upper levels. It is a little easier to, like, is a little safer, I should say. To kind of try to skirt around up higher. You don't want to put your cursor on the Enderman because that happens. He'll get mad. And he'll teleport and rawr, get mad, babe. I don't know why I said get mad, babe, but you know what I said about you don't have to get things just because they're there? Well, iron's different. I need this iron, so I'm gonna crouch and hope no skeletons hit me. Because if a skeleton hits me, I could get knocked down. But be careful while mining above you, because gravel can fall down. It's not likely that it would suffocate me at this point. But it's just worth being mindful. Because earlier you saw how the gravel fell. I'm gonna take care of any of that. There's a skeleton over here, but I should be okay. This is not the easiest cave to travel in because it has so much dripstone that you can walk over and get hurt on. Oh, found some iron. Alright, now that I have a good amount of chunk, a good chunk of iron, I can, just hang out here and smelt a little bit more. Actually, if I use dirt, that'll be easier. Just to make sure I'm safe, and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Um, yeah, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry if my Minecrafting made you nervous. And Ginger is good. I don't have a fever or anything. It's pretty much just, the mucus in my nose is dry. And that's why my voice sounds funny. But I have all the medicine I need. No worries. I'm gonna go to the restroom while I let this go. Okay, sorry for the noise. I'm back. I'm gonna heat up some more water for my tea. Alright, now I gotta check the audio. Alright, talking. Okay. Unfortunately, YouTube does... Oop. Talking. Unfortunately, YouTube does... Alright, sorry about the boiling water noise. Alright, so I am going to now share this. I'm gonna keep streaming. I can't edit the title, can I? Because I realized that it makes it look like I don't know what I'm doing. But it was like, Minecraft, how do? Alright. So I am streaming for people to learn. Hold on. My original plan was to make a streamlined, this is what you do when you come into Minecraft, and everything. But I noticed it's not very straightforward depending on what you get. So because I can't like record and then edit the video and then post it, I figured I would do a stream, but now I'm in like stream mode. So wait, I'm still streaming, right? There we go. I will have to be a little bit honest. Being micromanaged about my cold and everything. Not very necessary. But I do think it's nice how people do care to share insight and stuff. But like I said earlier, I am a 35-year-old woman. So no need to worry about what I'm doing and stuff. But I am streaming with a cold because there's people who, so we're fans of this one person who is going to make a Minecraft server, and not everyone knows how to play Minecraft yet. So I was making this video for that. So I got all the basics out of the way of like building and stuff. It's so much easier to record a video and then edit it than it is to stream it, I found. But I did just let them know that I'm streaming. I'm not used to teaching people stuff. That's another thing. I kind of just do. Alright, so this is a little risky. But it is a means to an end. Somehow, like... Oh man, little guys. When I hear the zombies, it sounds like they're like, bruh. Like, bruh, what's up? Very tempting to take those flowers, but I'm going to not. Just gonna let the creepers be creeping. I don't want to hurt myself on this. Okay, I heard ya. Now you see now that I have full armor, that didn't hurt me too bad. The hardest part is getting that full set of armor. I'm not gonna go down that way. But yeah, once you get that set of armor, you have a little bit more freedom to explore. Now there's one thing that I haven't come across yet, and that's witches. I'm glad I haven't come across it yet. It's just so much easier to just let them explode. Okay. Got more iron, more iron. Have a good night. No, I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, yeah, it's pretty much just like, once you have your set of armor, you have a little bit more freedom. I'm glad we haven't had any witches spawn, because they just kind of like melt away your health really quickly with their poison. The best thing to do with that scenario is just run. I'm not sure what you mean. Planning to make Minecraft mod on your painting and knit? I'm not entirely sure what you're meaning. Painting's fun, so is knitting. It would be fun to have like a knitting and painting mod on Minecraft, yes. I thought you were going to bed though. Hey little guy. Yeah, if I was on the PC, I could just, like, immediately, jump from my, like, just press a 1, and then I'd have my sword. But my dyslexic brain goes from, like, idealistically, I could just remember to tap this once, but I don't seem to remember to do that. I go the other way. Oh, there's a witch. I don't want to deal with her. So I guess I'll show you what happens when you die. Unless I survive this, which is possible. But you see how, like, she'll splash you with a potion, and then it'll just keep hitting you and keep hitting you. So your best plan, or best thing to do when that happens, is put your shield up. I wanted to get that redstone. Never mind, I don't need it. Just get rid of that instead. Yeah, the best thing to do is to retreat from anything hostile. Put your shield up. And then you gotta wait. Unfortunately. For your health to come back. Slowly. Like, I wish witches weren't normal spawns. Just gonna go for it. Sitting around waiting's not my forte anymore. Used to be. Excuse me. Pardon me. I kind of wonder how old you are. Not that I need to know. Yeah, earlier on I showed a broken portal. I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm not equipped yet. I know that creeper's behind me. He's not attacking me yet. I used to have 64, now I have 10. 10 torches. Sometimes I get tired of just having to deal with sitting there with a shield, so I just go attack. I hear a drowned. That is a zombie that's in the water. That's what that gurgling is. So on the other side of this wall, or maybe above, there's a drowned. Sounds like it's on the other side of the wall. Or like over here. Yeah, right there. What? You got a trident? Jelly. I need to heal. I'm almost out of food. So I'm probably going to have to go to my base soon. And unload my stuff. Hey, it died. The thing with the trident is if I break this, it still sticks. So you can get hurt by that, by the way. I don't see any more in there. Oh, there you are. Hey buddy, what's up? Hey homie. And yeah, you can eat rotten flesh if you're desperate. I used to refuse to, but it comes in clutch when it needs to. And you see how I'm like avoiding any dark areas like the plague? I'm trying to be a little bit more brave. But sometimes these caverns get so large that it's hard to cover everything. Double tap to combine. I could explore under the water more, but I don't really like to swim a lot. There's a couple things that I absolutely hate in Minecraft. Witches, skeletons, and water. Well, I guess that's technically a few. Sounds like the beginning of a movie. Little monologue. 3 things I hate: skeletons, witches, and water. That's precisely what is surrounding me at the moment. Please explode. Please, please. Boom. Oh, shakalaka. Now they're attacking each other, which is great for me. So I'm just gonna let them have at it. You know, shoot your shot. Do what you want. I hate that. Like, how do you think you can reach me from there? Magic. Can only be explained by magic. Fairies. So, you can tell by the sounds that there's likely a drowned in here. So, keep in mind for that. That's a glowing squid. Those are awesome for if you want to make signs with glowing in. Excuse me. I'll just wait for you then. I kind of want the squid. Where are you? Where'd it go? Only thing is I'm not going to be able to collect the ink because I don't have a spot. Oh, I do. Okay. Water can be helpful though. Keep mobs away from you. Did I get the ink? Oh no. It's gone. It's gone. A lot of times people do travel with buckets so that way they can go down long, like deep holes without getting hurt. So I'm gonna make a bucket. So that way I have that, and then I think I'm okay with everything else at the moment. I'm going to, well no, I have enough armor now. Okay, so now that I'm out of, I'm gonna save the carrot. Now that I'm out of actual food, I can eat flesh, which is fun. And also let's switch that so that way I can only see what I'm able to make. What's this? Copper. I got copper. Alright. Now we can eat the flesh of my enemies. And... as you see, it does give me a health effect. I forgot what. It's like hunger or something. But it doesn't do you much harm to actually eat rotten flesh in the game. Oddly. I think it used to give you like a poison effect or something. Okay, now I can... well, I guess not. There we go. See, I'm just trying to get some iron, bro. You see that other skeleton just spawn? I wonder if there's a spawner, like, somewhere close. Gonna let them duel. Less effort I have to do, the better. Thank you, bro. Thought that was a chicken next to me. It's just an arrow. It's gonna be like, how did you get down here? Alright. Water. You can manipulate the flow of water. Sometimes the flow of water manipulates you. Go away. Let me just make it safer. See, just to mine this little bit of iron, I could put lights up all over the place. I'm just gonna go for it. If you are in a water block, it makes it a lot slower to mine anything. If you're underwater, you can't mine things as quickly, so be mindful of that. mindful. Haha. And, so that's most of this cave explored. I could opt to not put any more torches down because I'm like, okay, well, I'm not returning here. Or I can just keep it lit for myself later. I don't have a lot of coal, so I am gonna block this off. Easiest way to do that with water is to block it above before you put something there, because if I were to put something like right here, it would just overflow. And then that whole path of water there is gone, so I can go back and put a torch there, or I can just leave it. Personally, I'm going to get some coal, so I have it for later. Need to remember to drink my tea. Yeah, so I'm just gonna flood it again, so that way, if I ever find myself down there again, I can just swim out. This is a realm, so I don't know if any of my friends will start playing, but that's an option. Alright, we got a ravine here, which is perfect for getting coal and iron. A lot easier than that dripstone cave. If I had just seen this first, I wouldn't even gone down into that dripstone cave. I'm about to die. And you never want to do this. Because, for all I know, there could have been a huge cavern right under that one block. You don't want to dig straight down. And usually you don't want to dig straight up. Let's say if I was in a cavern right now and I couldn't see the earth. It's kind of dangerous, but I could like dig like this. And it might do for I'm due for some night coal, so I'm gonna have that. I accidentally opened Spotify. And that should help me talk better. Well, yeah, technically you could build yourself up and then dig up if you're very lost and you're like getting claustrophobic and you're like, I need to get out, I need to get out, I need to get out. I have had it where gravel falls on me, but I haven't died. It is potential that you can suffocate if you don't dig yourself out quick enough, but you just want to stay calm. And as soon as gravel falls on you, just start digging. And you should be fine. But it's worth it to caution you about it. But yeah, so there are a group of people that want to teach how to play Minecraft, but whenever I mention the realms and the servers and stuff, they get a little confused. So I figured I would have this stream to have so they can watch later. Not everyone's online at once, that's why they're not watching at the moment. But I'm going to check. I did want to show a bit of the settings for the newer players too. So I could switch my game to peaceful, and that would mean no mobs spawn that could kill me, no aggressive mobs. So there'd be no witches, no skeletons, no creepers, no zombies, etc. If I had other players playing, you could set it to where they can't hurt each other. I'll show how many days have played. Fire does spread, can destroy things. TNT can explode and explode things. I could set it to keep the inventory when I die. I usually do that because with, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. My muscle memory, I work a lot from muscle memory, and sometimes it's a whole bunch of different buttons to go back in a menu, so that's why I it's kind of click the wrong button there. Sometimes it's the up button, sometimes it's the right one, sometimes it's the, if you're Nintendo, it's the bottom one. Oh, I have actual food. I don't need this copper. Where'd they... okay. Alright, it's nighttime. Do you think I can find my base? Excuse me. I forgot the train of thought that I was on. Wonderful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna... Used to be when would spawn, like they would form similar to this, where it was pretty much flat and very square. It'd be very easy to remember where you are by putting torches on only the one side. So I would only put the torches on the right side, and then I would know how to get back because I would follow the torches. Nowadays, the caverns are huge, and it's hard to do that. Where'd the creeper go? I'm very grateful that I found so much iron. There's so much more to explore in this area. I think I want to get a little bit more iron. I set it to where, yeah, so keep inventory. So, brand new players to the game can play with the keep inventory on. Just make it a little easier to adjust. I'm surprised I haven't died yet, to be honest. With how risky I was playing earlier. I see some iron up there. I think I'm good with like the starter stuff. So I might want to start exploring for a cave that I want to delve into. 'Cause at the moment I don't know how much I like these deep caverns. I do have that chest with the seeds and everything that I need to go get if I want them. And now we have a dilemma because I am out of wood. So I can't make a pickaxe for that. How's my shield? Shield's fine. I don't really bother with these. There. I do have my bed, so this is why I keep my bed. Thing is, if I were to die, I would not be able to spawn unless my bed was actually still in the world. Which I will just spawn at the original spawn point where we started, if that is the case. There is a way to set the spawn. I'm not gonna mess with it right now. I am getting hungry in real life. So, pardon me. I'm just gonna grab some of these pretty flowers. How's that? This is the trader that, one person was talking about. I have nothing to trade them right now, so it's not very worth it for me at this current moment. So I think this is a flowery meadow. I don't know. There's so many biomes now that I don't know. Oh, pardon me. Excuse me, that sounded horrible. This is a lead. I don't have a name tag, so I won't be able to name my chicken, but I can bring it with me. So we want to... Do we want to go back where we made that? Or do we want to explore some more? That is the question. Excuse me. I would like to show more. But yeah, I'm getting really hungry in real life. So I think I'm going to do my boat. It's interesting how I can just take the chicken along with me. Alright, so... Okay, these numbers are going down, which is good. This is another portal. I don't think I have to worry much about the chicken. As long as it doesn't jump into the lava. Of course I got two. Right. Gold pants. Oh, no, 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 no. Can get a magma ball if I want a fire charge. I don't care about having dripstone. I don't really remember what a lodestone does. But never mind. I need to collect my chicken. Killed itself in the lava. I guess I don't really need redstone right now, but I completely forgot what a lodestone does. I don't need gravel. Alright, I'm almost to where my base was. It's negative 600. And then 1210. So it should be this way. You can make arrows out of feathers if you wish. Alright. 1210. So this is the meadow. I'm not gonna harvest any of the pigs right now. There we go. Oh, you notice how the music stops? That means it's gonna get dark somewhat soon. Even though, like, we should have enough time. But that's pretty much the basics. I know it wasn't like the best tutorial in the world or anything. But, I mean, I'm usually a little better one-on-one if I'm talking to someone directly who's learning. I'm gonna put some of the more natural stuff here. I'll get the seeds back at some point. But, can if you put two chests next to each other, bam, bigger chest. You can only do that with two chests. Any more than that, then you don't really need it. But yeah, that's basically the simple stuff. You go down deep to find diamonds, which is one of the best materials. It's simple but complicated at the same time. There you go. Pretty little house. Move my bed again. Move it over here so it has like a little... And then, when you want to make a farm, you make a hoe. And when you get diamonds, never waste your diamonds on a hoe. Oh yeah, you hoe the ground, but you notice how it's doing that? You need a water source next to it. So, yeah, hopefully that's helpful. I ended up just having kind of my own fun while playing. There's a lot of tutorials and stuff all over. Main thing is just not to let yourself get overwhelmed and just... These chickens came out of nowhere. So chickens actually eat seeds. So they'll follow you if you have some seeds. And if you have 2 seeds, you can make another chicken. And they'll, can I make a fence yet? Yeah. Can make a fence. Gonna be all mismatched because of different wood. But just for showing purposes, you can lead a chicken, and it's such a small, there you go. You can lead animals with their preferred type of food. Seeds are for chicken. Wheat, which are made from seeds, is what this is gonna turn into. That turns into wheat, and then pigs and cows eat that. If you have bones, then you can make bone meal, and then you can instantly grow your food. And you know when it's a light color, that it's done. You can also make bone meal from a composter. This is probably stuff I should have mentioned a lot earlier, but my main focus is always getting that iron so don't die quickly. So a lot of people, when they start out, they make a farm for food, chickens, and the rest of that. I was just really hoping that I would find a village, because usually they're pretty easy to come across. So any organic material you can put in the composter. And the more you have, the quicker it fills up. And then when you see the white on the top, that's when it's going to pop out. You can make an automated, or somewhat automated. You can make it automated. But to keep it simple, I'm just gonna Did I just hear an egg? Yeah. So chickens lay eggs. Sometimes when you throw it you get a chicken, and I was lucky. Give me a seed. And have it follow you. Oh, come here. Come here. Hey. Come here. I have a conundrum because, there we go. Then you put a light around it. Should be good. But yeah, that's the basics. I'm kind of new to showing people how to do stuff, but I gotta go eat for real. So I'll see you next time. Bye bye.